Hi. Day 3 of self-confinement due to the coronavirus. Is it self-confinement or is it not? It kind of isn't because the schools are closed, many offices are closed, so we don't really have a choice. A lot of questions I've been asked from parents, or I've received some messages and some phone calls, is parents are finding it very overwhelming being at home. So if you only have one child, it's overwhelming because you have to keep entertaining them so they don't end up on the tablets and on gadgets and electronics. And if there's more than one child, there's a lot of arguments. They're in each other's faces all the time. And parents are finding it overwhelming. So today's episode, I'm going to give you some creative ideas and games and things you can do to play and to also learn. So I love learning through having fun. That's my thing. Okay, I think we can all learn through having fun. And so a lot of the games I play are also educational. Yeah, they are. So I'm going to share some of them with you. Depending on the age of your children, some of these will apply to you, some will not. So pick and choose depending on the abilities and the age of your child or children, okay? Right. One of the ones that the older children like to play is this. These are printed out, by the way, because I use them in my workshops, and so they're already printed. So you can download some or you can make your own. And now these are guess the movie depending on the emoji. So can you guess what that one is? Happy Feet! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ratatouille. And there's lots and lots and lots of them. Oh, there's Ghostbusters there. Okay, so that's one game that gets you thinking. And this one is nice because if you've got older children, you can get them to do the movie and then you have to guess the movie. So you're getting them thinking and creative and working. Another one is sentences. It's like charades, but they're short sentences of actions and they have to act that out. So here's some examples of this one. Okay. Stroking a cat or a dog. Okay, so what's that one? Is that upside down? Oh, it's upside down. Climbing a ladder. Okay, is that coming reverse? I'm not sure. That's showing reverse. Climbing a ladder. Anyway, so these are washing the dishes, stroking a cat or a dog, dressing the baby, eating spaghetti. That's a really funny one. So if you're acting out eating spaghetti, it's like... So it gets your creative juices flowing. And you have fun. Okay, so when your brain is in that mindset and you're relaxed and you're having fun, you're also ready to sit down and learn. So then you can read a book, you can do some spelling, you can do some grammar, some maths, whatever it is the school has given you to catch up with. You can be more focused doing that because you've done something else, you've had a bit of fun. I did say depending on the age group as well. So here's another one. It's just a plain old kaleidoscope. Now, what I love about this kaleidoscope is I get the children looking through the kaleidoscope and turning it very slowly. And if they're small, I ask them to tell me the colours that they can see, to name the colours. And then I might up it a notch and ask them to say it in another language, in their mother tongue or in another language. So if they're English speaking but they're learning Greek, I'll ask them to say the colour in Greek. So that's also a bit of a Greek lesson, depending on the age again. If they're older, I ask them to name me shapes. So when you're looking through the kaleidoscope, you can see shape, you can see a hexagon, you can see a circle, an oval. So this is also learning and having fun at the same time. So that's another one that I love. My favourite, though, I don't know how I came up with this one, but this is my favourite by far. I take a box or a paper bag, so it has to be something that you can't see through. Okay, so I use this one because I take it with me to my lessons and I've put coloured card inside so you can't see the contents of what's inside. And what I've done is I've literally gone around the house and I've put lots and lots of random items inside this box. And what I do is I get the children to close their eyes and look up. I actually play this with my adults too in my adult classes because it's just fun, okay? So you get the children to look up because children find it very hard to keep their eyes closed. So you get them to look up and try and close their eyes, and they put their hands out, and you place one of the items onto the palms of their hand, and they have to use their sense of touch to figure out what it is you've given them. And this promotes focus and concentration, and it is great fun. So you can put anything inside this box, anything, believe me, from a toilet paper roll, you know, if they're younger children, it's easy, to Nerf gun thingies, to the lid of a bottle, a Lego piece, spoon. So depending on the age, a cap, acorn, bracelet, depending on the age. Oh, this is my favorite one. I volunteer once a week at the Red Cross, and I do mindfulness with all the different people that come in there, and I play this game with them, and they love it. They really love it. And I've got to tell you this story. I gave this to a man from Africa. I gave it to him, and he just couldn't think of the word, and he said to me, "It's a baby shutter upper." I thought that was brilliant. That's exactly what this is. We should rename it. It's a baby shutter upper. Fantastic. Anyway, whatever you have around the house, and then what I do is I get my son to make his own box for me. So he goes around the house and puts different things in a paper bag, so I can't see what's in there. And he fills it up with different items, so then I can guess and play. And it really is a great game. It promotes focus and concentration. Okay, so the mystery box, I like calling it a mystery box, promotes focus and concentration. The charades, playing out a sentence, that's also, you have to think about what you're going to do and how you're going to act it, and it's being mindful. So how do I, when I'm brushing my teeth, okay, so you have to put the toothpaste on, and so you need to be mindful, you know, and so the other person can guess. You can put a timer if you want as well, like 20 seconds, depending on the difficulty of the sentences that you've put. The kaleidoscope is also focus and concentration, and they're learning to remember the colors in the, like I said before, the languages or the shapes, which is, you know, it's not maths shapes, is it? It's algebra or whatever. I'm not very good at those things, but you know, they're learning. That's the point, okay? They're learning and they're having fun, and so are we. So another one is my list here. Oh, draw a number on your back. The smaller children love this, and they love doing it to each other as well. So you sit down and you draw a number with your finger on the other person's back, or a letter. So depending on the age group, again, you know, a number or a letter, and that also promotes focus and concentration. So these are activities that are mindful and they are fun. They promote focus and concentration and learning. So then when you've played a few games like this, you are more ready, more calm, and had a bit of fun, and able then to sit down and do some schoolwork or not. What I really want to stress though is in the first few days, because the parents will be overwhelmed, and that's okay. That's okay. It's a new thing for all of us. Don't worry about it. Just leave the schoolwork aside for a couple of days. Just leave it aside. It's not, you know, they're not in university and it's okay. All right. So leave the schoolwork aside for a couple of days. Focus on yourselves. Focus on finding your routine, because this is a whole new routine we have to get used to and we have to learn. Okay. So focus. Get yourselves into that mode, and then when you're ready, you'll see that you'll be in a better position psychologically and mentally and able to sit down and help your children with their schoolwork. All right? So I hope this has helped. Day 3 of coronavirus stuck indoors. I hope you're all holding up there. Stay strong, stay kind. Love, kindness, and kisses. Bye.